Today's tech tip is all about different ways to use slides. And this is just going to be one quick tip on a way that you can use slides interactively for student engagement in the classroom. Here's the challenge. Google Slides. It's more than just a presentation tool. So our solution to using it in different ways would be to create a template and push out slides for each student that can then be interactive and allow for creativity, problem solving, and interaction in the classroom. So here's an example of a slideshow that I've pushed out to students. I'm in a Google Classroom, and I have one called Halloween Magnetic Poetry. It's a slideshow. I attached it to an assignment, and I picked each student will get a copy. And then when each student opens that assignment, it'll look like this. So they each get a slide. They can type their name within this slide. This is actually a text box they can type in, but all of these words that they then manipulate through to create their magnetic poetry are permanent. They can't change them. If they decide that they need a word that maybe isn't included in this huge bank of words, they could duplicate this text box. I just did Control-D to duplicate it, and then they could put a word in there that they might need to use to create their magnetic poetry. Here's an example of a winter poetry magnetic board that has been shared with students, and the teacher that created this has all this word bank here that students could then create poetry with, but they've also included the bank of words on the second two slides as reference for students. You could also put that bank of words down below here in the speaker notes as you push that out. So there's two quick examples in this slideshow then of templates you could push out to students. Think about how you might use them in your classroom. A couple of pro tips if you decide you want to do this. You can format the slide however you'd like before you push it out to students and then make a copy for each student. If you want the background to be unchangeable, you create your slide how you want it, then save it or download it as PDF, and then paste it into your slide as an immovable background that you then push out to students. Put directions in the notes. You could have a final slideshow, a class slideshow that you share with students and make it editable by everybody in Google Classroom, and then they can paste their slides in that slideshow. Or if you just want to give it to everybody all at once, duplicate that same slide as many times as students as you have, and then make the entire slideshow collaborative, and they can each work on one slide at a time. So give it a shot. Let me know how it goes. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch our Tuesday Tech Tips. Have a great Tuesday.